What's going on, everybody? I'm Cvirden. I'm one of your FCA reps for the Concho Valley. Every week I put out a devotional for coaches and athletes in the area. I'm excited that you are joining me today as we seek to engage, equip, and empower coaches and athletes for the gospel of Jesus Christ. Titus chapter 1, verse 15 through 16, it's our reading for today. And it says, "To the pure, everything is pure. But to those who are defiled and unbelieving, nothing is pure. In fact, both their mind and their conscience are defiled. They profess to know God, but they deny him by their works. They're detestable, disobedient, disqualified for any good work." You know, throughout the years, I've heard some of the best sayings from coaches. One of them is, whether you can or you can't, you're right. Coach Buck Skipper always used to say, work, work, work. You don't have to get ready if you stay ready. Nobody cares. Work harder. Don't tell me, show me. That last one's one of my all-time favorites. Athletes have a hard time backing up what they say. They usually talk a big game, but many times they struggle to back it up. And listen, I'm all for confidence, okay? I love a good trash talk just as much as the next person. But when it comes down to it, it doesn't matter the situation. Talk is cheap. In the book of Titus, Paul actually encouraged the true believers. He says, stand strong, because there are people that are talking a big game, but they cannot back it up, especially when it comes to Jesus. Paul called these kinds of people despicable. He actually says that they're disobedient and worthless of ever doing anything good. That's a bit strong. But like we said, talk is cheap. In James, we find a simple message. Don't just talk or listen to the word, but be doers of the word. Christ says that if you're going to tell him that you love him, you're going to have to show him that you love him. You know, Peter was a prime example of cheap talk. His heart was always in a good place, but he didn't always have the ability to walk the walk and back up the things that he was talking about. Listen, all coaches, they want to believe that their players are going to do what they say all the time. But if you've coached for more than 30 seconds, you know that that's just not the case. But the coaches who can convince their players to talk less and do more will usually find a greater level of success. Jesus wants the same for his believers. He wants us to talk less about all the great things we intend to do for him and start doing them. He wants a lifestyle of action, not just mere talk. Talk is cheap. Action is everything. In other words, as my coach always used to say, don't talk about it, be about it. Hey, thank you for joining today. If you'd like to get an FCA program started on your campus, or would like to get in contact of how you can help FCA in its mission and your community, you can find my email below, as well as a link to help give to our organization and continue to fuel what God is doing right here in the Concho Valley. As always, work hard, serve well, and honor up.